Hi, welcome back to Facebook Friends Meet. Today I'm really excited to introduce you to my friend Tom.
Hello, Breindel.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So Tom, tell them how we met on Facebook.
I believe it was through our Jones Beach connections. Jody Landau, I believe was the connection.
Yeah, hi Jody.
Because I know you went to high school with her, and we worked with her a number of years at the beach. And,
Yep.
But we knew each other going back to the beach.
Yeah.
In
It had to have been, I think, mid-80s.
yeah, mid-80s. Yep, about 85.
85, yeah. Because we were 20. And now we're old.
I had hair then.
Yeah. I think my hair's the same, right? Oh, no, I had the short cut, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
the bob.
Tell them about the bob.
It was uneven, so we used to always turn our heads to talk to her.
Yeah.
My sister and I, Chris, who worked together with us.
Right. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yeah. I purposely was trying something new and original, and so whenever they spoke to me, they would turn their heads. I remember that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I just decided to work at the beach, and it was the best thing I ever did because, I mean, not the best thing I ever did, but it was great just being outside, sweeping the boardwalk, and just, I would think, wow, I'm getting paid to be at the beach,
Unfortunately, they get to go swimming so often, but
yeah.
It was a very, very social, a lot of, young people, and...
So, you moved to Pennsylvania, yeah?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
That was 11 years ago. My job moved out there, so my family, my wife, and son and daughter moved out there.
Neat. And what kind of company do you work for?
I work for a company called Olympus, which many people know. They make cameras and audio equipment and consumer products, but their main business is in the medical field, and their specialty is kind of medical stuff that works with cameras. So people like get examined for colonoscopy. So if you're over 50, you should get checked. Colon cancer is a big killer of people, but through this testing, it's really lowered those numbers.
So you've been working with the Franciscans.
Yes.
This is really interesting. So all I know about the Franciscans is the word monk comes after it, but I don't know if that's correct or not.
Technically, they're friars, but most people refer to them as monks because they wear like the habits, like many people point to Buddhist monks or Shaolin monks. So they're often referred to as monks, but technically they're friars.
What's the difference between monks and friars?
Usually monks are like cloistered, like Benedictine monks, like they live on their cloistering grounds and they don't leave.
Right.
Basically
they
don't
don't. I don't even know if they talk. They do vows of silence.
Sometimes they
like
usually keep. I mean, they might have certain periods, but yeah, it's usually silent prayer and work. It's very, very structured. Not that they're not structured, but they're a little more itinerant. They go out preaching and they work with the friars.
Okay.
Yeah, the Franciscans are named after Francis.
Oh.
So Francis was known. He lived in like the 12th, 13th century, and he was a lover of animals, but he was much more than that, believe me. But and there's people who still follow his way of life today. There's many religious orders, and this one was actually founded here in the Bronx. They started they had their own. They call it a friary. Where they don't live in monasteries; they live in friaries.
Oh, okay.
They call them friaries. And that's not cooking. That's not deep fried. It's like the brothers lived there. They call it a friary.
Darn, I was hoping some
chicken or something.
Chicken was gonna. No.
But they're here in New York City. Their first place was in the Bronx, I believe, and then they're in Manhattan. They're in Yonkers. They're in Newark, and that's where I'm involved with them.
Okay.
And I'm a lay associate with them.
Neat. So what's a lay associate?
So when you make a commitment to go like once a month and help them in their ministry, and it's not just going there; it's also in your own life, having a prayer life, spending time in prayer every day, to pray for their cause. I believe in the power of prayer.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not just myself; so the whole family's involved with it. So even my wife and my children go, and they even have like a youth track for the teenagers.
Oh, that's cool.
So my son.
Speaking of teenagers.
Speaking of teenagers, we have someone with me.
Who is this handsome devil right here? Hi.
It's my son Robert. As you can see, he has a mop of hair, something like I used to have.
Yeah, when Tom had hair like this.
This is my son Robert.
Again.
And you come with the Friars, right? They have a youth track.
Yes.
What do you do with them?
Well, what we do is we talk about religion, like Catholicism, like theology type of stuff, and we usually play games, stuff like that, like volleyball. And one of the best things is I get to see some friends that I haven't seen in weeks, sometimes months, so it's always good to see them again. So, hi everyone I know. I'm not sure if my hand's in frame or not, but hi.
Okay, well thanks for stopping by, Robert.
Yes.
Didn't you want to do the editing thing?
Oh, yes. And by the power of editing, I'm gone!
Yeah, he has aspirations to be in front of the camera, and
Yeah.
he wants to be a YouTuber.
I'm looking
we
forward
might-
to seeing Robert's YouTube show. Okay, so tell us about, I believe you have some Franciscan friends who are creating very successful documentaries, yeah?
Yes, my good friend Joe Campo and some of his associates started as Grassroots Films, and they did a number of projects. Some for the church, but not necessarily. They do a lot of work with nonprofits. They've made promotional videos for nonprofits, but another one they made was called The Human Experience, which was two brothers, but it was like their experience, like search for being human, kind of like their life quest, like what's the meaning of life type of thing. So they spent 2 weeks in New York, 2 weeks in Chile, 2 weeks in Africa, and they would film this documentary. And it was very successful. They won over 30 independent film awards for documentary. Their current project is they did one on these Franciscans called Outcast, and they follow the Franciscans around in their ministry, which not only, like I said, started here in the Bronx, but it also expanded not only outside of New York, they're around the world. So they're in Honduras, Nicaragua, in England, they're in Ireland as well. And this documentary is called Outcast, which just coming out now.
And here's the link.
And that gives you an example of the Friars and their mission, which is working with the poor. They run soup kitchens and they do preaching.
And you do that as
Yes, I help
right?
them, and I help them. That's why I associate with them. That's what associate is.
Yeah.
The word, meaning of the word.
Great, that's so great. Well, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for coming all the way from Pennsylvania to
Always my
see
pleasure.
me again. It was great and to be on the show and meet your son.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I'm still here.
We know. All right, thanks. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.